Yeah, man. So, um, targeted individuals, people that are on remote neural monitoring, they contact me every day. People are always talking about what's going on with them and how they feel stimulated sexually and stuff like that. So, I want to explain what's going on with that. Okay, mind control in general, for people that have access to it, is a very sexual thing for them, for gang stalkers, for people that have access to neural monitoring, and the people who are gang stalking you. One of the biggest parts of having access to neural monitoring, and these people get together and they become like orgy people, they become gay, they become incest people, they just become um, out of control sexually, is what they become. And the way it works, if I have neural monitoring, like I'm on neural monitoring, look, as an example, say I'm on neural monitoring, but I have possession of it. Maybe I'm a gang stalker, maybe not. But say I have possession of my own neural monitoring. So I can connect to people. Now, if you're connecting to people unconsensually and targeting them or receiving them in any kind of way, you're stalking them, you're gang stalking them, you're stalking them through neural monitoring, you're mind raping them, and it's unconsensual. But what these gang stalkers, and I'm sure probably a lot of other people that have access to neural monitoring that are not gang stalkers, what they do is, with this mind control headset that they wear on their head, to receive each other, to receive someone else. So they'll connect to each other. And like in my case, I'm dealing with a lot of gang stalkers, but um, a lot of the time you can tell that they are connected to each other as well as connected to me. So they're receiving each other as well as receiving me. And it really does become a hive mind type of thought process, like a hive, where it's almost like one mind with a lot of inputs, a lot of different thought processes, and everybody's receiving each other and broadcasting, and it just becomes a mind control mess, is what it becomes. And um, but these gang stalkers that I'm dealing with, and then pretty much every other targeted person that has any kind of understanding of this, especially the ones that have gang stalkers talking to them with artificial telepathy, they start to understand that this is a sexual thing. And so what happens is they'll connect to each other and with the mind control headset, so they're all connected to each other, and it starts to become sexual, and they all end up doing like group sex orgies, and you know who knows how it pans out. I mean, it gets nasty. It could get nasty where you know one girl is been with 10 people in the course of a night, and and these guys can become gay and get with each other. And I mean, I've seen it all with this broadcast stuff, and these people on neural monitoring, and these gang stalkers, they do all kinds of things, weird sexual things with each other. And it does become a orgy type of scenario when they're all on mind control together, and they seem to be okay with it. And when somebody is on broadcast, they're in that subconscious sleep state, but that doesn't stop the other mind control people around them from being sexual with that body that's laying there on broadcast. But like I said, they are obviously okay with this because they continue to make those decisions to continue to do that again and again, day in and day out. So it would seem like you could call it rape, but at the same time, it's like consensual rape. It's like your body might be asleep in this subconscious catatonic sleep state, but somebody's having sex with your body, but you know that that's happening, you could actually watch that happening as a broadcast. So you could like watch yourself, watch your own body as somebody has sex with it, while you're living as a broadcast. So, um, and then you choose to continue to do that and choose to do it again and again and again. So they love this. They just start to live that way. And like I said, it becomes gay, and it becomes incest, and it just becomes a group sex orgy. And all of these gang stalkers that I've been dealing with, there might be 10 or 20 people in one of these broadcast houses where they're all on mind control and on broadcast, and everybody's having sex with everybody. Okay, which brings me to why you may feel stimulated sexually, or why you feel aroused, or why you feel disgusted, or however you feel about it, because you're receiving these people, because it is a two-way broadcast. If they've connected to you and you're part of this hive mind thought process, then you are receiving these people, because it is a two-way broadcast. They're not just receiving you, you are also receiving them. And the only difference between you and them is that mind control headset they wear, which is like an amplifier. So when they're all doing their thing, you definitely might feel aroused or feel some type of way. Or say you masturbated, and when you have an orgasm, it's gonna make them have an orgasm. It really will. Okay, they will have an orgasm if you have an orgasm. If one of them has an orgasm, you may feel like you're having one, and vice versa. I mean, this is how it works. So when they're all on mind control together, if one of them has an orgasm, they're all going to have an orgasm at the same time, and then they'll just keep doing this, for days. They might get together on the weekend and just have a 3-day orgy fest on mind control with 10 or 20 people. And that's a big part of neural monitoring, EMF, mind control, neural monitoring. That's what mind control is all about to these people, and they're so addicted to it, to receiving somebody else's thoughts and processes, the processes that whatever your mind is processing. Okay, so feelings and thoughts and visions and everything else, so they can receive that. And with the mind control headset, it's very much amplified and very precise. So if they're receiving anybody that has an orgasm, it's going to make them have one. Now, you may or may not. You may just feel some type of way, or you may just feel aroused or something like that, or you may have an orgasm. A lot of people tell me that they, might just have an orgasm out of nowhere for no reason, just sitting there watching the news or whatever, and it doesn't make any sense. And some people can receive the broadcast better than others, and then some people, all people, are gonna be more receptive to the broadcast in certain circumstances. So like when you fall asleep and you're in a subconscious like dream state, you're not clogged up by the surroundings that are happening and whatever's going on and the day-to-day tasks of your brain or whatever. You're in a sleep state, so you're much more receptive to the broadcast then, to receiving whatever it is that's being broadcast to you, including the minds of gang stalkers. And that's gonna obviously manipulate your dreams and have some effect on what's going through your mind, more than it would normally when you're just awake and doing your thing, because your mind is overriding. You're busy, so you're not paying as much attention to that. And if you probably fell into some meditative state, you could probably receive them much better. But it's really hit or miss without the mind control headset, which is like an amplifier. It's like EMF headset that works like an EEG in reverse. Instead of reading you, it emits right and it emits the signal that's coming to you. It emits that full power right into your mind. And that's really the truth about what's happening, of why you feel sexually stimulated as a targeted individual. Is because these gang stalkers that are broadcasting to you and receiving you unconsensually are involved with other gang stalkers sexually on mind control. And that's real life stuff happening. They can also do sexual things virtually as a broadcast. The broadcast can be having sex or whatever, but it's oftentimes real physical sexual things with the human bodies that are on mind control with each other in this hive mind thought process. And neural monitoring and mind control definitely becomes sexual for a lot of these people. And if you're connected to them, then you definitely could probably find yourself feeling some type of way as you receive these thoughts and feelings from the people that are connected to you. So I hope that helps you guys understand a little more about why you might feel aroused as a targeted person on remote neural monitoring. My name's Kevin Christian. Hit me up. I appreciate you guys watching.